We are the Micheff Sisters.
I'm Linda.
I'm Brenda.
And I'm Cinda.
And if there's something that you don't like in the ingredients, be creative. Say, you know what, I don't really care for that. Don't throw out the
Make your
whole
own
recipe.
substitution.
Yeah, say, you know, I don't really love yellow peppers, sweet yellow peppers, so leave them out. Put something else in, or just leave them out completely.
Or, you know, put some, but make sure you get your color in there. You don't want to put all one color in there. You know, that's really important.
Yes, it is, because we are going to color our plate like a rainbow. And
we eat a lot with our eyes.
We do. And I
always say presentation is everything.
Yes,
yeah.
That's true. Grandma used to tell us that too. She used to say, if the food not going to look good, hon, who's going to eat it?
We always ate her food.
We were really blessed to have, you know, Grandma Micheff, incredible cook, and our mom, you know, to help us along the way, because we've never ever not been cooking. I think Mom's had us in the kitchen as soon as we could crawl up on the counter, you know, and
I know we've talked about it before, but one of the things that I dearly love about our mom is she never discouraged us when we were cooking, and we never made a mistake.
Right.
If we didn't do it the way, you know, she thought we should do it, or the recipe said, she would say, oh, why, how creative you are. I bet this is going to taste even better. So she would encourage us instead of saying, what, you're not supposed to put that in here? Oh, let me do this. Come here. You guys can't do that. And I've seen parents do that, but our mom didn't do it, and so, you know, that's why we like to cook.
In fact, Mom, I still remember when I was probably around 10 years old, and it was my privilege to make the meatloaf for potluck Sabbath at church, and I was really excited that I got to do that, and I ended up putting double the salt in. I had put I think it called for a teaspoon of salt, and I'd put in, you know, 2 teaspoons of salt, and I was ready to cry because my ego had just gone down the hill, and I was like feeling so terrible here. I'd been so puffed up with pride. I got to make the meatloaf, you know. Well, Mom came in and she saw me, and she goes, honey, what's the matter? And Mom, I ruined the recipe. And of course, you know, when we were growing up, every ingredient counted. I mean,
because we didn't have much.
Exactly. So ruining that recipe was also the pressure of knowing I ruined those ingredients. And Mom was so sweet. She said, no, you didn't ruin nothing. She said, in fact, she said, we're just going to double the recipe. We just won't double the salt. We've already done it. We'll just double the recipe. And she says, and we'll have one to put in the freezer for next time. And she made me feel so good. There was no more tears. And Mom, I'll never forget that. You know.
She's like, look at all the work you saved me for next week. We're just going to be able to take this out of the freezer.
Yes. So Mom, we just love you, and we thank you for that.